What is up, everyone? So, we've got a brand new box here. One that I wanted to do a review on because it's brand new to everyone. And that is the Pirates Cove by Funko. And this is the box I was talking about. This is the one I'm probably going to put in place of the Star Wars box, and because I just think this one's a little more interesting. So, let's open this box up and see what we've got. Everyone pretty much knows all the items in here. There shouldn't be any surprises, really, because they've spoiled it all. They've been advertising this everywhere, so I don't know if there's going to be much of a surprise, but either way, it should be cool. And Disney stuff is highly collectible, so that should be good. And keep in mind that I'm reviewing this extremely early, so the values will reflect that. Alrighty, first, no surprise at all, we got a little patch and pin. So the patch looks like Captain Hook from Peter Pan, and then the pin is just Mickey Mouse, and he looks like a pirate. There, is that focusing? Come on. Focus. There we go. Little tiny Mickey pirate. There we go. So I guess they're keeping that as the same style patch and pin, which is fine. No problem with that. This looks like our little spoiler thing, and look at that. They made it look like a little treasure map. How adorable is that? Alright. A sticker. Okay. Pretty simple sticker. It's a little tiny thing right there. There we go. Tiny little sticker. Alright. On to the main stuff. So one we definitely knew, I think this was actually the picture for the advertisement, was the pop figure. This is the Smee pop figure. And I'm pretty sure this is the only Smee pop figure that's ever existed. I could be wrong, they might have made one before, but I think this is the only one. And you can also notice that they changed the exclusive sticker on there, so that's a little bit different as well. So we knew this was coming, and that's cool. He's kind of a random character, but I think that's what they're going to do. It seems like they're going to go do the same thing as the Star Wars box, where they're going to do some of the more obscure characters from Disney, which I'm actually okay with. I'm less okay with it with Star Wars because I just don't know it that well. I know Disney way better than I know Star Wars, so I'm pretty okay with that. And then our main ticket item, something they also spoiled, was the Dorbs, little Pirates of the Caribbean. Who's it supposed to be? Wicked Wench Captain. Okay, I don't know. I was going to say it's Jack Sparrow, but it is not Jack Sparrow. But maybe it's from the new movie. But I thought this was really cool. I always like the rides, like the pop rides and the Dorb rides. I think they're really cool. That just gives it a little interesting appeal because all the Dorbs look pretty much the same shape and a lot of the pop figures look exactly the same too. So I like it when they have stuff to go with it. So I think that's really cool. Got a little pirate ship to go with it, and it's done really well. These bigger ones, they take the extra time to do extra detail and stuff like that. A lot of the pop figures and Funko stuff, they kind of phone it in, and it's really low in quality. But this one, I kind of assumed, and you can tell that there's a lot of extra detail put into it, which is really nice. Alright, it looks like we got one more item. Got a welcome card. This alright. Really nice tin, first of all. Obviously from Pirates. Focus. So there's that. Different stuff from the ride. Mystery figure. And it looks like we got a little mystery mini of Jack Sparrow. Smells good. There he is. Ta-doo! So he looks pretty detailed. It's definitely the Type B figure with the big head and the tiny body. So it's less detailed than some of the other ones, but still they did a nice job on that. Got the hat, got everything on there. So that's cool. So I'm guessing this is just a mystery mini, just a regular one, and he just comes in a really nice little tin. If nothing else, the tin is actually really cool. You can put your drugs in there because it's airtight. So that's cool. Use your Disney products to hide your narcotics. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. Little Jack Sparrow. Alright, so yeah, that was all the stuff in the box. So not a lot of stuff, and we pretty much expected everything. I don't remember seeing anything about the Mystery Mini, but everything else is pretty expected. So, no real surprises there. But we'll come back and we'll talk about some value on this, and then we'll give this box a rating. See you soon. Alright, we are back. Let's talk about some value on these items. So like I said before, keep in mind that I'm reviewing this very early on. This just got here yesterday, I think. So these values will come down. I've been behind on editing, so by the time this video is actually posted, it'll probably be like a week after I've recorded it, so the values will be lower at that point. But I'm doing it as of right now. Just know they will drop, but I'll keep that in mind for the score. First, the Dorbs Ride. This is only going for about 18 to 20, which is a little surprising considering it's so new. I thought the price would be higher right away, but I guess it's not too surprising because it's not specifically like a well-known character. It says the Wicked Wench Captain, and I'm not totally sure what that's from. I think it's said in here, but I may have overlooked it. But anyway, it's not like a super popular, well-known character or anything like that, so I think that's why the value's lower. Because the pop figure, the Smee Pop, that's actually going for about 28 to 30. And I think that's why I kind of figured that's what it was, because that's so much more of a well-known character that I'm sure that's not a super popular character, Smee, but, you know, everyone knows who it is, and I don't think there's been a pop of it before, so that's why that one's going for a higher price. But the ride will probably drop at least a little bit. I can see it ending up probably around $15, which is, again, surprising, because it is actually very nice, but people don't really care about quality. They just care about what's collectible, what they can sell. And then the pop figure will definitely drop in price, at least a couple bucks. Not sure how much, probably in that $20 to $25 range, but right now it's at 28 to 30. Then, our little Jack Sparrow Mystery Mini. This is actually going for a decent amount too. Right now it's going for 10 to 12. And I think part of the reason is because it does come in a really nice tin. That tin is really cool. Normally when they have mystery minis in these boxes, they just come in a little cardboard box, which is fine because that's what they always come in. But this is the first time they've like gone through and made a nice tin, and it actually really has cool designs on it. It's very well done. And I'm a huge fan of the Disney theme parks. I'm not the biggest fan of Disney movies, but when it comes to the theme parks, I'm a huge fan. For those of you who don't know, I live probably about an hour away from the original Disneyland in California, and I've gone there like 200,000 times. I had a girlfriend for like 5 years that lived like around the corner from it, so I'm a huge fan of the park and anything associated with it, so that's definitely cool for me. Then, so that's going for 10 to 12, and that's going to drop to, that'll definitely be below $10 after all said and done. Then lastly, the patch and pin. Again, another 10 and 12 on that. And these patches and pins are very collectible. The cool thing about the patch, they said, is that when you collect all of them for the year, they all form together to make one special picture. So that will be cool to see, and I'll probably keep it for a year. I'm pretty excited about it. So that's really cool. I like that they did that. That's actually a really good idea to have that in there, because that'll keep people interested. And I'm assuming they put that in there because I don't think a lot of people signed up for a year. I think too many people have gotten bad deals when they've done that. I did that for the Marvel one, but so many people have done it for other boxes and they've immediately regretted it, so I don't think a lot of people signed up for a year in advance, so that's probably why they're doing stuff like that. But a good idea nonetheless. It keeps it interesting, so when you get all of them, they'll come to form some cool picture, which is really cool as well. And also, on here, which isn't a big deal, but I found really interesting, they put little fun facts about just characters and about the theme park and stuff like that. Like on the ship, they talked about the original designers, people that designed the ride at Disneyland, and it talked about like something from Mickey Mouse. So it had just a bunch of fun facts on here, which probably doesn't matter to anyone else, but I love that stuff. I love like interesting fun facts, especially about like Disneyland. I think that's really cool, and it's really informative too. So I thought that was pretty special. And also on the back, they kind of, for what I can assume, are saying basically the themes for the next year. Essentially what it is it's traveling and they're stopping at different locations. And the next one is Festival of Friends, which I think is theme parks. And the insert they had in here, it said there's going to be classic Disney, Pixar, and Disney theme parks. So I think it's safe to assume that that one's going to be more focused on the theme park, which I'm totally on board for. I really like the theme park stuff. But it doesn't give too much away, it just kind of says different locations, but those are supposedly the themes for the next year. So I think it's cool that they put in a little extra effort here and there. They always do that with their boxes, but this one they actually have like factual knowledge of like history and stuff, which I thought was really cool. So anyway, that all being said, our total value on the low end is 66, and on the high end is 74. So not as high as I thought, and I think a lot of people got this box because it's Disney, and of the Funko boxes, that probably has the biggest following and the biggest amount of collectors overall. And they definitely put more effort and a lot more advertising in this than they did their other boxes when they started out. So I'm imagining a lot of people got that, and maybe that's why the prices weren't that high. But even still, these prices are going to drop even after that. So with that value, you got double your value, but I can imagine this is going to be actually a little less than double your value, which is fine, no big deal, but just definitely not as high as I thought. But the good news is these things are very collectible. It's just like the Hello Kitty box. It's just so unbelievably collectible that you shouldn't have a problem selling pretty much any of the stuff. The one that's going to be the hardest sell is going to be the Dorbz Ride, and that's probably the thing I like the most, but since it's not tied to like a historical character from Disney, there's not as much value there, which is unfortunate. So, since it's going to be less than double your value, that all being said, I think I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. I was kind of thinking about giving it a 7, because I do really like the little minor details in there. The box itself and the items were good, nothing wrong with them, but they weren't like crazy amazing in any way. But I do like that they put a lot of nice little details. And that's always what Disney's known for, and that's what I like about Disney. When you go to the theme park, there's always hidden things here and there that you can look for that make it exciting. And that's definitely what showed here. The little fun facts they do, the little map, the little touches here and there. All their other boxes just have a regular insert that made this one look like a pirate map. And all the other mystery minis had cardboard boxes. They decorated this tin. So that's why I was thinking about giving it a little higher score, because I do like those tiny details. But that may just be me. So I'll wait to hear what you guys think, and then we might revisit the score in the monthly review. So, as always, let me know what you guys think. Do you like that kind of fun fact stuff? Do you like the Disney park stuff? Are you into the Disney movies? Like, what's your favorite stuff, and what did you like or dislike about this box? And then we'll revisit it from there. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and we'll talk about it there. For the time being, this has been a 6.5 on the Disney Treasures is what it's called, by the way. The whole time I thought it was called Pirates Cove, but that's the theme for this box. Shows how much I pay attention. Disney Treasures, Pirates Cove, 6.5. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. Peace.